Danger Dolan. From projects where you can pay money to get rocks delivered to your house, to crowdfunding so you can build a cottage on the moon, we count 15 worthless Kickstarter campaigns asking you to donate your hard-earned cash for seemingly no reason.
Number 15.
Civilians board game, essentially a tiled, oddly familiar board game featuring geopolitical pieces and democratic subtext. Yes, someone has invented a more boring version of chess, and likewise more complicated. Like in real life, certain pieces such as the president can jump over lesser pieces to get where they need to go, whereas the judge can send an enemy piece to jail for 2 moves. Now this wouldn't be so bad if the asking price to do this campaign wasn't a ludicrously high $650,000 to be sponsored within 1 month. And they even have the balls to say they need people to give them millions of dollars in order to fulfill their pledge promises. Last time I looked, they had raised a total of $15, so they still have a chance.
Number 14.
A fish on wheels. There are those in the world that believe fish should be given the same mobility freedom shared between you and I. But here's a Kickstarter campaign that took it one step further. For little over $55,000, you could invest in this motion sensor equipped contraption that turns its own wheels based on the direction the fish is swimming. A majority of people turn around to say, well, not a huge fan of letting my goldfish wheel through my house, answering knocks at the door and running over the cat. Which explains why they only managed to raise about $7,000 of their goal, because we all know fish should only be used in fighting games for the amusement of the internet and nothing else.
Number 13.
A unicorn hat. An author called Anne Aguirre who decided to throw up a Kickstarter campaign for $90 in order to get her a unicorn hat. Just for her, mind you, with the quote, "It'll make me 100% more awesome." She planned to take it to book signings and conferences, so in a vague way, her pledges would be rewarded by being able to look at her and then turn to the guy next to them and say, "I own 5% of that hat." And did indeed make her $90 goal, and in fact the project actually raised a grand total of $531 for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Number 12.
Jellyfish Tank. The idea is simple. A fish tank made sexy and built to showcase jellyfish. The designer of the tank has a degree in biology and environmental science, with the tank winning Best New Aquarium Project at the Global Pet Expo. There's just one problem. The tank is a horrifying death trap. The jellyfish would get stuck in the rocks at the bottom of the tank and tear themselves apart, with one backer claiming the tank to be incapable of supporting life for more than 72 hours. The Kickstarter, which asked for $3,000, received a $162,000 budget, most of which went towards the continued genocide of entire species of lovable squishy marine animal.
Number 11.
A flying bicycle. Have you ever looked at a pigeon and thought, God damn, he has the right idea, why can't I do that? The flying bicycle is a cheap alternative to plane tickets, to hop on your bike and go flying 4,000 feet in the air, 25 miles per hour, all the while perfectly aware that the slightest tilt off the extremely narrow seat will send you hurtling towards your death. They asked for $50,000 to get these things into production, but sadly they fell short at just under $10,000. This is likely because people feel more comfortable riding along a perfectly flat surface, not utterly reliant on experimental technology because they would rather ride over a building instead of spending 2 extra seconds to ride around it.
Number 10.
A fundraising campaign to buy this random kid some video games. You've got to admit though, the internet has given kids of this generation all kinds of power, including the ability to ask strangers for money so they can play games online. In this Indiegogo fundraising campaign, a goal of $500, this kid will stream certain games on the twitch.tv service live on the internet, while smaller pledges will get a shout out on a stream and a Twitter follow. $0 have been raised thus far, with the campaign continuing until the 16th of November. I don't know who this kid is, I don't know what his story is, and I found this link via the shitty Kickstarter subreddit. But I can tell you one thing, if I come back to check this campaign in a couple of months only to find I have inadvertently sent dozens of you people to fund this kid's video games, I'm going to shit myself laughing.
Number 9.
Paul, the sexiest smartphone charger on the planet. This is exactly what it looks like, a naked man's body that you can use to charge up your mobile phone, with the dock located near the cock and the charging cable coming out the rectum. For $8,000 they promised to bring Paul to a few backers, but since production took so long and the team was so small, numbers were limited. In the end, the project only made a quarter of what was needed, so people will somehow have to make it through the day charging their phone in a regular cable. But what kind of life is that?
Number 8.
A rock stacking game. It's called Rock'seye, a bunch of rocks in a burlap sack designed to be stacked on top of each other. A game of strategy, balance, art, and physics. In reality, this guy has just found a bunch of rocks on the ground, put them in a sack, and is now asking for $2,400 so he can send you the rocks in the sack. The rocks aren't even carved down to be stackable. He isn't afraid to tell you that he literally bent down to pick up random rocks that look vaguely stackable, or as the Kickstarter page claims, uniquely shaped and perfected by nature for stacking. Somehow, this spin doctor managed to rack up over double the funds he asked for, and now idiots across the globe get to play with their bag of rocks.
Number 7.
Grilled Cheeses, a $25,000 project to imprint our Lord and Saviour's face on a piece of goddamn bread. Perfect for church barbecues or viral photos on the internet. If you pledge enough, you get your own model of the grilled cheeses with tote bag included, and maximum pledges get to design their own sandwich press image, which should honestly be the Kickstarter all on its own. I would totally buy one if I could design my own images on a cheese griller. These guys only just barely made it past the crowdfunding goal, so all those that pledged will indeed get their own Jesus griller. For whatever reason, I would rather not speculate.
Number 6.
A demand for peace. 3 guys from 3 different nationalities want to stop all the fighting in the world, to bring peace and cooperation from all countries of the world. Which is a nice sentiment, but their plan to do this is to build an iPhone app. For $30,000 they will make an app play a song called We Demand Peace in the World Now, and a video training you how to perform a peace dance to be used in public. This in turn will tell politicians to stop fighting wars and instead hold hands. And if you pledge money, you will get a bumper sticker, a mouse pad, a shirt, a flash drive with a single song on it, a wristband, and the knowledge you are saving the world by dancing next to your iPhone in the city streets.
Number 5.
Taka. There comes a time when the weather gets too cold, when gloves simply won't do, and you're also in the mood to carry around a hand window near your crotch so you can use your smartphone in the 2 minutes you're waiting for a bus. They come in red, leather black for the extra level of creepy, brown and beige. It even comes with a talisman you can use to wipe the window. Assuming you're not wearing a coat, you can wipe it, but the idea of you wearing many layers of cloth during winter, that's just silly. They asked for $20,000 but only got $1,500, so I guess we'll just have to keep our hands in our coats like invalids.
Number 4.
Build a House on the Moon, an art project to build and fly a little red cottage all the way to the moon's surface, purely through crowdfunding. For $250,000 of your money, they can design a prototype house that could land on the moon. Could. It won't actually leave Earth. They're basically asking for $250,000 for a fancy blueprint. For $1 million, they will test the house on a fake moon landscape. For $5 million, more tests, and they will actually strap it to a rocket. $15 million, they will actually take off with the rocket. Or you could, not give these guys your money and instead buy some Italian food for dinner. At least that way your money is getting spent for at least a single reason.
Number 3.
The world's largest jockstrap. Mind you, this wasn't a Kickstarter to create the world's largest jockstrap. No, This guy needs $850 just to get it verified for the Guinness World Records. In fact, the man responsible even got in contact with Guinness to create the world's largest jockstrap world record, and due to Kickstarter funding will now be the new record holder. He managed to raise all $850 plus an extra $4, with the highest pledge tier offering a limited edition miniature jockstrap, hand sewn by the artist, which evidently nobody was on board with.
Number 2.
Time Till Money, a phone app that is a clock counting down to when you get paid by your job next, and the guy is asking for $6,000 to create it. Designed to act as a visual spreadsheet, it would allow young people and inexperienced budgeteurs to create a budget by staring at dollar signs on a virtual clock. People who pledge money get actual undying gratitude as well as a thank you email, with higher tiers offering additional generosity feeling, as if it were a tangible thing, and not just a feeling of regret because you just gave money to something pointless.
Number 1.
No phone. This is like a regular smartphone, except for some key differences. It has no face buttons, no Wi-Fi signal, no touchscreen, in fact, no screen at all. It is in fact a piece of plastic in the shape of a phone, and they want $30,000 to produce them. And the craziest part, people have already donated $7,000, as if this were a real product, a legitimate invention, with supply and demand, because apparently people can't live without a square piece of plastic in their hand anymore. And my favorite part, somehow, this is the staff pick for Kickstarter. Because I guess if you're gonna accidentally drop something in the toilet, it might as well be this. That's it for this countdown, and have a good one!